Hey everybody, and welcome to Tidal Fitness Systems mobility screen number 3. So, this is just a mobility screen. I'm going to say this at the beginning of every video. This is not a diagnosis. This is us literally just screening how you move to see if there's any glaring problems. Once you see something that's a failure on a screen or a huge issue, then you can start going down the lines. Now, generally that requires a diagnosis at some point, which we aren't trained medical professionals, at least not all of us. So if you're looking for a diagnosis, make sure you go to a trained professional. Us as fitness professionals kind of have to know our lanes. We can take guesses and things along those lines, but a screen just says you're not moving as well as you can. This is what we're utilizing. So the first one is going to be the overhead extension test. So you're going to back up against the wall, you're going to put your butt, your shoulder blades, and back of the head all on the wall. Now I'm going to make sure my abs stay tight, because what I don't want is this, I'm trying to reach overhead to get my thumbs to the wall. So I'm going to back up against the wall, I'm going to take my thumbs, I'm going to go straight up, and all the way back down for 3 reps. What I'm looking for is my thumbs to touch the wall, and I don't want to see flaring of your ribs to get there. Also, if there are certain shoulder issues, sometimes you will see this happen to try to get there, or you'll see that butt get away from the wall. So if you can't touch the wall, generally that means there is some kind of restriction. The next one is going to be our internal and external. So external rotation, I'm going to create this angle here. I'm going to go all the way to my shoulders, or my back of my hands touch the wall, and then back down to 90 here for 3 reps. Then I'm going to do internal. So you don't have to be able to touch the wall to pass this, but what we are looking for is at least 75% range of motion of what you have for your external. Also, what we're looking for is any kind of movement issues while you're doing the internal, and by that I mean if your arms sliding all over the place, you see one shoulder come off the wall, if you see an asymmetry, things along those lines, then that's something we need to address as well. So, good drills for these, for the extension. If you failed on this one, generally that's going to point us to figure out, in a direction to figure out why you failed it, which is going to require another test. But generally, it could be weak muscles that allow you to get there. You could have this kind of kyphotic posture that's going to cause issues for you to get overhead on that. Or it could just be tight muscles or poor muscular control. So whatever those things might be, a good one is just to do the prayer stretch. So you can get you anything like this, chair, desk, stretch out your chest, get that T-spine mobility in position. We put that on our T-spine mobility video, so watch that. External rotation, if you have any kind of movement deficits with that, there's plenty of banded stretches you can utilize. We'll show you all that at another point. And the internal rotation stretch is another, like a sleeper stretch is another good one for that, or the behind the back banded stretch. Now, those are going to be on a different video, but if you have failed these things, get with me, and I will totally help you out with some different stretches that will help you address these movement problems.